song I can go back to again and again, over and over. So let's move on to something a bit more calming, shall we? Or as like other people like to say, calm. It helps. It's nice to distract yourself from the world's fucking darkness, isn't it? Well, guess what, bitch? There is no fucking help. There's only darkness because that's all I see. If you want this black and white shit you see, that I've put the fucking camera on and made it dark, this isn't how I see the world. This is how I see everything. Not literally with my eyes, but rather with my mind. There's another fucking filter within this. Now, if you really want to see, I'm pretty sure I can make a good estimate for how fucked up I see things. If I turn this off, there you fucking go. I see things very colourfully. This isn't a representation of what I see, but rather how I feel about what I see. This is the filter that comes on when this shit doesn't work too well. I have to rely on the other one. For want of a better word, what people would like to describe as a third eye. However, that's not even what it is. It has similar meanings and topics to it, but that ain't how it is. So I'm going to keep this very simple and black and white, so that other people can see how, because this is simple. That is simple. I can see that much clearer than everything else ever. But when other people look at things, they won't see this as clearly as I, which is fine, because they don't see things, because they refuse to even try. So let's keep it like this, because this is way too basic. I believe you might be able to see on the camera that effect that has on that, continuously over and over and over again. Like on the blinds, yeah. I see that everywhere, all times, all the time. I see the oscillation, the vibration between everything. When people speak, I can see it. And it's not because it's physically there. It's because my mind approximates for it and decides that it should be there, so I can feel it there. When you can feel the vibrations, and your sight and image are connected, that's how you see it. That's how you know that it's there. Best way I can describe it to other people. Take it or fucking leave it. If you can't see it, then at least try to understand it. Ignorant fucking people. This is why I say everyone's ignorant, because they are, and they don't even know they are. I don't give a fuck if you care about all these other people, because they're not me, and I love people too. I love my parents, I love my best friend, I love my friends, I'm still in fucking love with my girlfriend, but here's the thing, I damage her. I know exactly what is good for her, because I am not. Because I'm not good for fucking anyone, because no one's good for me. It's a two-way fucking street. How the fuck is anyone going to even keep up with this shit? Fucking can go on for literally the next 20 hours on this shit. I'm trying to keep it under 20 minutes. But who the fuck knows how long it's going to take, because it's been years. And this is the outline. Fucking give a brief timeline for the next little while. Fucking first emotion I felt, curiosity and fascination. Kind of, synonyms and shit, but they were two very different things. The fascination came first with everything. Age 3 I'm talking. Then, age fucking 4, I become mega curious. I'm fascinated all the time. But I'm fearful, because I'm afraid of the consequence of it. Then that consequence becomes consistently over time, over and over again, I see it. I see I'm not being treated as an equal because I'm a fucking child. Here's the thing. We're all fucking childs of the damn stars. We're childs of the fucking earth, and the people are our parents, and I don't give a fuck. You're not responsible for me, because no one is. I'm responsible for my actions. Whether you're held accountable for them or not, I don't care, because that is not simply not, you're not responsible. Because you can't be responsible for someone who can't be understood. I don't blame people for what they do, because they don't see things the way I do. The only thing I get angry and frustrated about people is when people don't want to listen. They don't want to study me as something different. I treat everyone else the same way. I treat everyone as completely different. Unique, adaptive, different subjects, different people, because everyone has their fucking story. The dull, the ignorant, the weird, the maniacal, the psychotic, the psychos, everyone around me who is considered different and bad by society. I don't fucking care what your label is. A diagnosis is a group of fucking symptoms. Nothing more. Unless you can provide me with factual evidence that you have sequenced every fucking gene, that you have sequenced all the chemical effects, and show me Instead of asking me to trust you, that you know what you're doing because you're a doctor, then don't talk to me about the medication. You can't give me an accurate diagnosis because a psych evaluation is going to take a long fucking time because all you do is ask questions. You don't listen to what my fucking statement is. You simply ask the question related to the fucking system. I can change my tone at any time. I can change anything because I know that's what's required. I don't manipulate others. I have to manipulate myself to appropriate and adapt to the situation because adaptation is survival. And if you, I swear to fucking Christ, if anyone tells me anything at all about Darwinism not existing, I don't give a fuck if his exact model doesn't exist. We evolve. That's how you learn and adapt. If we didn't evolve at all, you wouldn't know shit. You wouldn't ever have changed at all. When you're a child, you develop. The only reason why I don't fucking develop into mature, as people like to call it, is because I fucking matured at age 8 and fragmented. I was completely the same as a fucking adult very early on, and I have to appropriate myself to situations by adapting and fitting into society, which is fucking fantastic at age 8, isn't it? Yeah, again, more slang. I don't want to fucking talk like that. I try not to. But then you get so used to this idea that you have to continuously go down. And when you don't, it gets punished. I mean, I can't even describe what a hallucination is. It's real to me. What the fuck is real to you? How about you describe the world as you see it, then I can give you a fucking spot the difference comparison. This camera, what cameras see is more accurate than what everyone else sees. What I see is completely different to what a camera sees and what fucking people see. It's kind of like a combination of the two, I suppose. Because it's not about me hallucinating. Because I don't have hallucinogenic fucking symptoms. I have projective symptoms. This is a reaction from the traumatic event of my life where people don't describe it as traumatic because that's not what they perceive to be traumatic. It was a critical injury to my mind. My entire existence has been. Why do you think I love computers and games and systems? Not because I like them to enjoy them. No, I have to escape my fucking this reality, which is why the only thing I did was eat, then sleep, then game, then eat and sleep, then game, and cycle it again. Because that's all I was able to do. Eat, drink, sleep, play some games, adapt to society as a whole once again, wake up, rebuild myself, break myself at the forge. It all links. These aren't separate subjects because nothing fucking is. This is a subject of me. If you call me insane, that's fine. I don't give a fuck because that's your stupid perception. I'm not you. I'm an alien, but I'm not extraterrestrial, you fuck. They're two different things. Don't care about this connotative synonym shit. Look up the fucking definitions to these words. For example, all my problems in life have come from one fucking concept. One thing. And that concept is fucking real because concepts are real because they can be applied to many situations. It's why maths works. It's why squares work. It's why cubes work. It's why fucking pyramids work. It's why everything fucking just works. It always has the same result. Because everything can be predictable. Trying to find the formula ain't so fucking easy because you have to find the core of everything, which is what physics is about. Well, to be more specific, that's what maths is about. Then physics is a fucking applied variation of maths. So when people say they don't like maths, what they mean is they're too fucking lazy to try and not hard enough in maths. They don't automatically like maths. Two different things. You don't know if you don't like something until you try it for a long, long time. Been out tonight, fucking played some chess. What and all? Cool. I lost the game. That's fine. Because losing games is good. Losing games breaks me and makes me stronger again. I can keep trying again and again and again until I can eventually win. I can't do that though when I've got this much shit on my head. I meant to say in my head. Oh well. After all, my hair looks like shit. I look like shit. I don't care if anyone else is like, you don't look like shit. Your perception, not mine. Regardless of this entire crap of, oh yeah, but you have a fucking condition which makes you a yada yada yada. I don't give a fuck. How about just listen, stop treating me as conditioned, stop treating me as that, treat me as a person, treat me as unique, or get the fuck out of my life. That simple. I swear a lot because it's the only fucking thing I know which can actually give you some emphasis on how the situation will be. When people don't listen when I talk calmly, I become sad. People don't listen when I'm sad, they give me medication. When they don't listen when I'm trying to talk about everything else, I get angry. When I get angry, then I have to shut myself off. Because my anger is what everyone else likes to know as fucking wrath. That's basically the stages. It's a bigger spectrum for me. I can be angry, and my anger, the usual anger I would feel, would evoke wrath upon others. People would act upon that much anger because it's a lot to fucking handle. When I say people, I don't mean literally everyone. This entire thing should have, I guess I should have fucking prefixed this thing. This entire speech, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, this entire fucking talk, or rather lesson of me, is to prove to everyone, for once and for all, that there's no fucking helping me because you can't unless you listen. You should break this down. Record it, it's there. It's right fucking there. Over and over again, you can just keep trying. Just keep trying. Just keep it going. Keep studying, don't fucking stop, because I never can. I can't physically see what you can see, and you can't see what I can see, but I can imagine what you can see, because I've been trying to for fucking years. Regardless of its intentional manipulation, I am manipulated. But so is everyone. Everyone has a degree of malleability. They can be malleable. They can be manipulated. I don't want to do that to others because I'm not like them. And I don't want to do that to them. I want to offer help to all those around me because I want to give equal opportunity to all those around me. I empathize with the problems people have because I understand them better than most. I'm saying I understand them better than all. If you want to infer or opinionate this, or take it as something else, what I want you to do is listen, then literally this is what I want. Whoever fucking wants to take this on, if you ever feel like it, break every single one of these words I've been saying and type them. Because I've had to do it many times. I want you to manuscript it. That's simple. But it ain't so simple. That's the task which is simple. The task of helping me isn't even going to be known as a task. It would be generally to most people known as a job. No one can handle it. I can. But when you're alone in the world and you want one person to talk to, you make the person inside your head. And then when they're gone, and everything's silent, the silence becomes deafening. Your hearing awakens, and you start to hear everything else around you at all times, much louder than it ever was before. Which deafens you even further, which makes you want to shut off from the world, but you can't do that because you know the result. I can't do this alone. And neither can anyone else, but they have others they can relate to. It's not about this fucking... It's not about the stupid concept of me being better than you, or you being better than me, because there's no one better than anyone. As a whole, at their core, there's reasons. Everyone has a fucking story. No one's completely shit as a person. Because everything everyone does, they believe to be justified in their own world. In what they perceive to be right and wrong. Those are two very fucking different things. There are opinions of what is right and what is wrong. I don't understand social context because I don't understand people. I don't have a fucking illness. I have a cause, an effect. Cause being everyone fucking not listening. Effect, me being sick. This is a manifestation of my emotion. I didn't have this vision initially. Not when I was born. Over time it kept getting worse, especially when the cards went away. Those cards mean more to me than most people will ever understand. Each one was a portal to another area of existence in my head. This wasn't as quite, not bad. I had a very vivid imagination at age like 5, 6, 7. And I remember the age that I got them completely stolen. Because who fucking knows exactly when, because I haven't even had time to analyse the past. Which is why there's one line I like from a game, which actually made sense to me, was I don't even have time to explain, well, I don't have time to explain. To explain when I don't have the time, you need to understand what happens in my head. How fast things move at all times. And how much I want to fucking talk like a maniac. How much I have to hold myself back at all times. I refuse to be on this medicatory bullshit where people are just going to slow me down so they can listen. Record me. Slow me down yourself. That's what I'm doing. I have to slow myself down all the times. This is insanely lethargically slow. I walk behind people all the times because I know I won't backstab them. Because I can't do that. I'd rather die instead of the ones I care about. I'd rather suffer than see the ones I care about suffer because of the effects of me. If I wasn't here, there's a lot of shit that would definitely not have happened. Not to say I'm going to go kill myself because I refuse to, because I'm a selfish prick. I am selfish, but so is everyone, regardless of what they say. You are selfish to a degree, no matter who you are. I would imagine I'm within fucking only 5% of being selfish, if you want to put it in a percentage way. But I'm still selfish. The thing is, from what my observation of the situation is, which then creates my opinion, is that everyone is far more selfish. And selfish doesn't mean that you are acting intentionally in a bad way or for something which is bad. No, because as I said, everyone thinks in their own world it's justified and it's good because it's what they perceive to be good and right. I want someone to explain what the poem Desiderata means to them. Completely. Line by line, what they think. I want to study others' perceptions on what to them appears obvious. To them is clear. I think I'm being clear at all times. Not because of some invoked condition or chemical imbalance from a genetic level. Not because of an effect. Because people won't listen to me about my mind. Because this is all one big fucking subject since 30 minutes ago nearly. 29:50, whatever. Like, it just keeps going. This doesn't stop for me. You can listen to this video and be done after that. You can just leave. You can fuck off. You can do what you want. Because you don't have to do what you need to do because there's no pressure on you. Sure, there's no pressure on me financially to fucking leave my house, get a job, yada yada yada. But guess here's the thing: if I stop listening for even a moment, if I let this slip, then I crack, then I fragment. Within 15 minutes of stopping this train of thought, I start to feel it again. I feel it creep up. I feel it be harder. I feel the world start to bear a weight. Then the vision comes back. That field, it slowly mystifies. It's like you get put in a trance. And you got to break yourself out of it. Which is why I say Naruto is a good fucking show, for those of you who've watched it. When you're in Genjutsu, you've got to fucking release and shit. But this isn't Naruto, and I don't have chakra to do that. I've got me to do that. That's it. I've got me. Got my willpower. And believe you me. Okay, here's an idea. If you don't have psychosis and you experience these hallucinations properly, to the fullest of their extent, if you want to experience what I want to experience, go in a light room, turn a shit ton of lights on. Now make now make some strobe lights. Then have someone else control them. Next step, Put on a bunch of fucking speakers consistently. Now have them play 3 different songs, then have them play a bunch of people try to talk to you, then have another person come into the room after you being in that room for 3 hours. Then you know what it's like being 3 hours in my head when I had the most psychotic side of me showing. You can't nullify it with medication because it will come back. The only way you can break it down and make it cured, for want of a better word, or completely go away, is to listen to them. Now, to act upon them, you must listen to the voices and break them down. Tackle them because they are you. You are the only person that can take on yourself. Because no one else can. This medication can inhibit your fucking thought processes to the point of you becoming numb to them. They're still going to be there. I'm going to be there. They're going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. Everyone's going to still be here. If I die, everyone else is going to remain. That's fine. Because that's the way of the world. There's one thing that I am more selfish on than anything, and that is my entire life will, when I am completely well, be dedicated to one thing and one thing only, and that is controlling my entire genetic code to the point where I no longer have to stay alive. Instead, I'll be permanently alive. I won't have to think about all this other shit because it won't even be able to affect me. Genealogy, being able to physically manifest what I want to happen. I want to not age anymore. Sure, you could say it's an unrealistic goal. It's unrealistic, yeah, I don't give a fuck. But when someone says you can't do something, that is when you must do something. That's when you must not prove them wrong, but prove when you thought that you couldn't do it, that you prove that you can. Prove to yourself you must do it. Because it doesn't matter what the fuck they said. What matters is the thought that it conjured up in your head. Which is why it's never anyone else's fault. There are no accidents, because what happens, happens for a reason. There are reasons behind everything, and even if you don't know them, just know there is one. Ignorant, dull people. The whole fucking law. Don't assume shit until you know everything. I make observations, and it's all opinion. Because nothing is factual. There are things that can be the most probable thing within an entire situation, and that's it. What's the most probable? What follows it most of the time? What follows it 99% of the time? I'm not allowed to go in the army for good fucking reason, because I know that I could destroy a lot of people, but I won't. This country isn't worth fucking fighting for. Because the entire world is just a fucking giant web of interdependent pieces where people refuse to fucking allow each other to be different. Stop invading countries. Stop pretending there's no war. War isn't on the decline because war isn't just fought with militarized weapons. It's fought with words. That's where it starts. It starts with arguments and conflict in arguments and emotion and conflict of emotion and interest and agendas and people. That's where it starts. So stop it right there. From oblivion, stop right there, you criminal scum. Being a criminal does not mean you broke the law of the fucking country. It means you broke the law of yourself. And if you don't have the fucking creed and you don't know what you need to do, then you, to me, are an outlaw. Because you don't even have a law. You're dangerous. I have principles I run upon. Principles of equality, kindness, and care. But not just towards those that quote-unquote deserve it, but those that exist in general. Anyone that exists. You want to talk to me? Then I will talk to you in depth for as many hours to help you as much as I can, because I will continuously do it forever until the end of time, until the end of my time. Until my time ends up coming around. Death comes for us all, eventually. Eventually. But the grave isn't the fucking goal of life. It's not where your aim should be held. You should be aiming for the damn stars and past what is on the stars, and past that again. Don't ever stop. Never stop. Just keep going. Until your body gives out on you, you must try forever in all things to live. To be who you are and not some other piece of shit. Because to me, everyone is trash by comparison because of my observations. Because I see things differently. I have to be kind and caring. But I don't think people understand. When I say everybody is trash, that's obviously my opinion. But I'm also trash. But it doesn't mean you are complete trash. They're completely different things. I can call you trash and it'll invoke a bunch of emotions. Shut that shit off for a minute. Stop thinking of your emotions, because that is a response from what you've understood. And you don't understand me. Because I don't know how to communicate this properly. When I try to be clear and talk in my own words, people say I speak in riddles. So this shit is as simple as it's going to get. This is the outline still. This still isn't going all the way in. This can go on for hours and hours and hours. Keeps going. Doesn't stop. Can keep talking because this is the voice I'll hear in my head because it's the only one left. It's the only one that's there for me, so I'm going to have to shout out loud. I've made enough other people in my head, not going to go back to them, that's simple. And here's the thing, even though I want to go back to them, I can't, because they don't exist anymore, because I finally managed to piece myself back together. I've just accepted that on this 7th or 8th iteration, who fucking knows which one we're at now. Can't remember, it was either 7 or 8, don't remember, pretty sure it was 7. Well no, 7th garden, 8th iteration, anyway, yeah. 8th iteration of me, fucking, that's it. That's really just how simple it is. I'm on the 8th iteration. And this time I'm just staying this way. You can take me, or you can leave me. I won't care either way, because the more you hate me, the more you help me. Then the more you try to help me, the more you will hurt me. Because when you try to help me, from your perspective and your mindset, and you don't study mine, and you don't try to understand it, like I am forced to on the daily to even communicate with people, to allow myself to even be understood by anyone in any way, shape or form, then that's it. This body language is controlled. I could sit here, I can convey the emotion, I could go instantaneously back to calm. It's fucking instant, because I know how to control it. That's what happens. You have to control it. You have to. The eyes fluttering, the eyes, the fucking deliberate unbuttoning of this right thing. I know what happens because I know me, because I'm self-aware. If you're not fucking fully sentient, you can't be on the same level as me. The world's a damn distraction. Focus on yourself. See the world when you close your eyes and make your own shit. Then maybe, just maybe, if you have a creative enough fucking imagination, you can picture me. I don't mean have a creative enough imagination as if you have to be born with it. No one is born with intellect, and there is no fucking limitation. Because when you are born with that limitation, the only time you have a limitation is when you believe there's a limitation. Then, so for example, if you're not creative, then make yourself creative. If you don't know the way, make a way. If you don't know how to make a way, study. Just keep trying. Study your way on how to. Study processes. Study your process, but not from anyone else's. Not from a textbook, not from the outside world, no one, not a screen, you. Close your eyes and think about you. And that's it. It's the only way it works. Maybe go to a whiteboard, draw some shit from yourself, but not as a painting, but as just you and how you feel. I've had to close my eyes many times and just feel myself. Move a pen as I feel. If you get good enough at it, it'll make a picture. If you keep going, after a while, you slowly start to get what really is going on. There's a reason and a link to everything for everything, because everything is correlative and causative of yourself. Because your time is your time, and your actions are your actions, which are the ones that cause the shit to happen. Sometimes I do think, let's just go mute. Just stop talking altogether. Just never stop. Just keep going. Just never stop the muteness either. Just keep it going. Don't stop ever. Like, I do things from a cause and effect. The current cause of me trying to continuously wobble. I currently want to switch my legs up here because my feet are cold. I think about everything all the time because I overanalyze, or people like to believe that I overanalyze everything. I say everyone just underanalyzes. Because that's my observation and my opinion. If 99 people are right and one is wrong, but the person who said something that is deemed wrong by the other 99 people who say it's right, as soon as that one person just stops caring what the others say, because they didn't matter anyway, because you're the only one that matters. You have your, for want of a better word, soul. But your soul does not necessarily mean some spiritualistic bullshit. That's connotation and implied meaning. I want your soul, as in you at your core being, who you are. If I ask you, what do you want in life, more than anything, and you give me a response, which you don't even fully know, you haven't even thought about the steps, then don't. Say I don't know instead. Don't ask you why you don't know, then think about it before you say I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to hear that. I don't want anyone else to say that, because you have to know. It's not about what people want, it's what you physically have to do to achieve what you want. And if you don't even know what you want, how the fuck can I talk to you? I'm on another level. Not a level above, not a level below. I'm a level to the right of everyone else. Yeah, that's my right, camera slipped. Yeah, I know. Pretty funny, isn't it? Who gives a fuck? I make my observations based upon what I see at all times. Things aren't black and white. Because things are many, many shades of grey. And as soon as you start adding colour into the mix, whew, people really like to get, picky on that electromagnetic spectrum shit. People really like the whole, oh, this is what this means. Fuck off, it doesn't. The function of something, if it functions better than the other thing, and it is easier to have access to, and it is better as a whole, take it. Every time. Just allow it to be there, because it is the best at that time for you. Doesn't matter if it's the best for everyone else. What matters is it's best for you and only you at that time. Like, this is more for me to just look back at myself. Who fucking knows if I upload this? Oh yeah, that's like, I do, because I already know. The conclusion to this is it will be uploaded. At some point, when I will decide to, when I believe it is necessary for me and my health. More than likely I will upload this at a time which is closer towards when I'm going to go to see my doctor on Monday in hospital. Well, rather, the doctor that I want to see will be eventually in a hospital. I mean, I just want to see an Asperger's specialist, but who gives a fuck? Waiting list till March, you say? How the fuck are the government going to tell me that everyone else is a bigger priority? I don't mean everyone, I mean all the other shit they pay for. Fuck off. Stop lying. State some things you think. Your full opinion. If you can't give a speech, don't be a politician. If you can't be honest, don't be a politician. If you're going to adapt yourself to everyone else in the fucking world to show them what they want to hear, don't be a politician. You're only making things worse. Every time. Things are gradually changing. For the better, I hope. I don't know, because no one knows. So shut up when you say you know the entire Conservative Party's shit. If you think the entire Labour Party's shit. Labour isn't shit, Conservatives aren't shit. They're all people. They're not just one fucking body of people. They're a governmental party. But a party doesn't mean, oh, let's have some fucking fun and flowers and cake, does it? You know what that means because you've seen it a lot of times. They're a group of people that can associate to like-mindedness. How the fuck is the bird being our country, the left wing and the right wing, if they don't fucking start shit together, it ain't gonna work. Look at the actual shit which happens on the daily in fucking Houses of Parliament, in courts, in classrooms. It's all the same way of doing things. It's not a congressional thing. It ain't circular. It ain't spherical. No one's treated equally. I always go fucking look up in the fucking distance to these people that fucking matter, because they've got to be put above you. Environmental design is everything. There's an effect and cause of everything. And there's a cause for the effect. The effect equal opposite reaction to everything means the cause, the effect. That effect will have another cause equal or opposite to it, which will cause another effect, which will be equal and opposite to it. Linked, bracketed, multiplied, and divided. If it's positive, it is just going to be shit. But positives divided, fucking, I just don't get it. Why can't it be this simple to other people? I don't understand, because no one fucking tells me. It's obvious, Chris. It's just so silly that you think, shut up! You give me one more damn insult. Because that's silly. Is an insult. It's an insult to one's intellect, regardless of what you think. Calling me silly makes me feel like shit. Not because I think I'm silly, because it reinforces the idea a million times over, again and again, that people don't fucking listen. They don't take on board what I say. I take on board what everyone says, because I treat you all as different people, because I treat you as different subjects. Different things to study, to understand, because you're all different, so stop associating with other people that are different too, which is everyone. I take my values from myself and my observations of the world and what I believe is appropriate. My actions, however, are quite different. Bigger picture to be out here. I could easily just fucking ignore all this shit and stay in my own head for a while. But I know that that is the cause for the effect of everything collapsing again. Listen to this, if you are even still here, who fucking knows, at like 3 times speed. Now change the tone a bit, so you can understand the tone. Then space it in a way which is, you know, so you can listen. And that's the end result of what I want you to hear. It's 3 times faster. Speech is just one little thing. Just one little thing. My mind is... You don't understand how I've got to process this. I'm talking slow because in my mind I'm talking too quick. Let me give you an observation of my surroundings as of this current moment. Okay. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, that eagle represented fucking flying to me, which is why I started thinking about the fucking birds and the fucking government shit. It's just a little keyring on the top of there, on a hook. I started thinking of fucking the networking systems and fucking my sister's ex-boyfriend fucking over there because of 4G LTE little antenna connector that I got from Amazon the other day, to which I was trying to put back into my fucking router. But unfortunately I didn't know how to put it into my router because I didn't realise that it was going to be antenna, but I figured it'd be a good enough purchase because it was on sale. Over and over and over again. And I fucking think of the war and, you know, how that shit works and how fucking chemical formula and shit and like all that kind of shit. I'm thinking like, okay, how does that structure? How's the hexagonal cuboidal structures and shit? The 3-dimensional shit, 2-dimensional representations, fucking 1D lines, fucking everything. All the time, continuously, every fucking day. You get what I'm saying? It just keeps going. And I'm fine with that because it's the only fucking thing that I know, because I don't want anything else, because everything else is just shit. Everything else seems boring, dull, and grey. I'd rather be closer to the light than fucking further away. So, from this image, what you see on the screen right now, that's how, this to me is very clear. This becomes more complicated at each stage. 1 brightness stage up, 2 brightness stage up, 3, 4, 5. We're at the what people like to call the standard brightness stage. Contrast, so you can start understanding the difference. There you go, 5 stages up. You start to see what it looks like. And colour gets added. And this is what everyone sees. Now, overlay this image with all of the images you've seen, the other filters rather. Then overlay it with this. Then overlay it with this and this. Every combination of all of them. They change all the time because they're all different and everyone's different all the time. Different variations of different colours. All the time. Just continuously changing all the time. Everything looks like shit in different lights. Different filters, different people of the world. It's that simple. I look like shit in different lights. I don't look different in different perceptions then. That's how opinions are formed from their observation of how they see the world. That's why I've left this very, very dark, to try and show you a little bit, to kind of insinuate how little you can see of me. That's the effect of the video. And regardless if you want your confirmation bias of some bullshit, like one of the people in the comments like, oh, it was so obvious. To me, that isn't so obvious, because if it was so obvious, you'd see everything like that. If you see this video as that because I've shown you it and told you it, that's obvious. When you see nothing but reality as one filter, just the fucking standard default, when you just see this, you don't get me. You won't get me. You never will. Because when I see this, all I think is, I look like shit. I hate myself. I look ugly. Hate my hair. Hate my fucking everything about me. Go to the gym. Try and do everything. Try to pull up muscles. Try and do everything I can. I don't fucking know. But it's not for anyone else. It's for myself. Because I hate the way I look. I don't hate many people other than myself. Because I'm the only person who can understand what true hatred is towards me. You can fucking... You don't even know. And you know who you are. You don't know what I go through because you don't experience it at all, just like everyone else. So don't try to empathize on my level when you can't even come here. That's what it can be infuriating. But then again, that's just, you know, a way of putting it across the point, because everyone has different subjects, which means I can separate things into different categories. Different categories for different contexts too, and different situations and perspectives. Different people, different things, different subjects, different contexts, different people, environments. Everything is different. But they all link together to make the same situation. Something which must be solved and understood clearly before anything else happens. So, back to my good old shit of trying to show you what's clear and what isn't. Notice how it's silent to you. Hasn't stopped. The thoughts don't stop. They were faster than I spoke. That actually was not for a purpose, that was more for me, just, you know, because really intention's kind of a thing which I need to do too. So investigate. If you don't know something, ask me. I'm not going to be afraid to answer because I'm honest about everything under the sun unless someone asks me and it's about them and they don't want me to reveal it. Just know that's going to put a big fucking burden on me. Right? And once again, unless I specify that it's targeted towards a person individually, no, that's a concept which runs throughout. There's rules to this shit. And the number one rule of all this shit that I'm saying now is that regardless of what it makes you feel, regardless of what it makes you think you saw, what you think you know, just because I'm speaking English doesn't mean you can understand my language. Because it's just a little thing I'm trying to use to communicate is English. How do you even describe a picture? Every picture can fucking paint 1,000 words. Those words can be painted into people's minds depending on what their perspective of the picture is, when they see it, where they see it, what they're feeling before they see it. Time's quite a bitch. You can't pause it. There's no pausing anything. There's no pause in life. You can't pause it. Even when you watch me right now, you could pause the video and you can stop it, but life's gonna fucking keep going. And my mind is just gonna keep on ticking away. Over and over again. So, for those of you who managed to make it through this entire hour without fucking, continuously doing this shit, message me directly. Whether it's through email or Facebook or something like that. Find a way to contact me. I don't need to give you a direct contact link. You need to figure it out. But I'm going to be kind. Because that's my principle, to be kind. So, my email is christopher.r.hawker@outlook.com. That's me. I'm Christopher Robert Hawker. Got the mindset of a genius and a misunderstanding of others, which is perceived as fucking stupidity. So, people like to call out pseudo-intellectualism on this kid. Pseudo-intellectualism on you for even beginning to think that's pseudo-intellectualism. And once again, because I am inferring this, it's my opinion and assumption that other people may take that to heart, that I'm talking directly to them. No, because that shit's been said to me before. And then when I try to explain why it's not the most pseudo-intellectual point, it's like, just accept you're stupid. It's not exactly their exact wording, but that's basically the message that comes across to me. The communication is always held by the sender, and that is their responsibility. So when I do this, I'm responsible for whatever responses I will get from this. You get me? It may be your action, maybe your fucking thing, but I'm the one who's going to be held accountable and responsible for this, because I'm the one who made it happen. This video, I mean, nothing else. Because there isn't anything else on the subject to me, unless you want to talk further. It doesn't stop, mate. Never will, never has. I ain't gonna stop at present either. Can't pause it. It's just gonna keep flowing. Stream of shit. Nothing can anchor you down when you're in your ocean. Only you can. You have to keep fucking swimming until you become strong enough to swim downwards, and until you can train your breathing outside of that ocean, which is reality, over and over again, until it stops. Now, I ain't a Skywalker. I'm a Star Strider. See ya.